This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
People, welcome to another edition of the Still a Man podcast. Tonight, we are talking about dating versus hookup culture. Yes, dating versus hookup culture. So, I don't know what you think you know, but you're going to find out something tonight. All right, let's start with the panel members. Tonight, we got Tanya, we got Patsy, we got Bird, we got Robert, we got Timmy, and we got Gregory. And God willing, there'll be others that join us later on. But
well, Shaquana says she's gonna join in, but she might just have to listen because she's running late.
Okay, no worries.
And you got Auntie Maria, and you
got Josie Maria.
All right, so you guys,
hey, Dodie.
If you hear, like let people know you here so that we don't miss you when we go around for the questions. All right, let's get started. So you guys sent out a text earlier telling people to get acquainted with the conversation, with the title, and do a little bit of research. Let me figure out what you guys did, how good you are when it comes to doing homework. All right, so we'll start with dating. So let me get you guys' definition of dating. What does dating mean to you? And ladies, I know you're going to have a different perspective than the guys. So this time we're going to do something different. We're going to go to the guys first, and we're going to go to the ladies second. All right? We're going to start with the Minister of Conspiracy, Mr. G. Lacey. What does dating mean to you? What's your definition of dating?
It's funny because I feel like dating and hooking up.
No, just dating. We'll get to the other.
Well, dating means that me and you are going steady.
Going steady where? Are you steady going off a cliff?
We're steady like everything's steady with me and you seeing each other, and you know that you're the person I'm seeing. That's what dating is.
So that's what dating means to you. All right.
Unless we're doing like some open dating thing where we're just trying people and we feel comfortable with each other, and now we're in some other type of relationship.
All right. So that's your definition, Timmy. What's your definition of dating? Again, Timmy, what's your definition for dating? You gotta turn your mic back on.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna go to the next person. Robert, what's your definition for dating?
Yeah, go to somebody else because I'm doing something like that.
All right, no worries.
Dating will be us going out to the theaters, restaurants, for walks, coffee shops, wherever we can go out and have a good time together. That is part of dating. And then the other part of dating is us getting to know each other probably a little bit more up and close and personal behind closed doors or in one or the other's home.
All right, that's extensive. All right, Bird, it's on you. What's your definition of dating?
I think, casual dating is very similar to what Bob is saying as far as just kind of going out, spending time together, kind of hanging out. And, to piggyback on G, if you have like exclusiveness where it's just you two maybe. But, my idea of just dating is just kind of casually going out, hanging out, spending time with each other, entertaining, and what happens, happens.
Okay. All right. Timmy, are you available to answer the question, or should we move on to the ladies? Going once, going twice. All right.
I mean, I can't really afford no dates. I don't think I've been out on a date in quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I say it's the same. dating and you just getting to know each other. Hookup, y'all have an understanding that we just hooking up. We have a physical attraction towards each other. That's what the hookup is.
So we just want the definition for dating right now.
Oh well, dating, yeah, you getting to know each other. You it all depends on the female. And if she's in the mood for love, then she gonna give it.
Okay. All right. Miss Patsy, you up first for the ladies.
Pretty much just what the guys are saying. It's like you and I are dating, we one on one and stuff, Unless like Gregory said, you got an open door policy where you could, even though we exclusive, we could kind of have side chick, side guy, or whatever, and be open with it, and be cool.
Sounds interesting. Tanya?
Yeah.
What does
What's
dating
dating?
mean to you?
Dating to me is getting to know one another, talking, going to the movies, going out to dinner, spending time at home. I mean, like dating could be different for different people. So if you got kids, you spending most of your time at home and going out with the kids. So I don't know how you can consider that dating. But if you single, it's about getting to know one another, talking, communicating. You have to start off by it's a fine gray line with dating and hooking up. So this is a good topic.
Just a dating.
I understand what you're saying, but it's a fine line. Like it's a fine line. It's hard
It's very thin.
It's very thin. So I think you can't it's hard to do one without the other.
All right. So we're gonna leave it at that.
That's what I was trying to say, T.
We're gonna leave it at that. All right, Chelsea, you're up next. What does dating mean to you? What's your definition of dating?
Good Lord, why I gotta be next? I thought I was gonna be last. No, sir. I guess dating to me is, yeah, getting to know one another, seeing where we're gonna go with this that we're doing. Spending time, quality time, not just going out to eat and all of that. I guess materialistic stuff, but spending time, watching a movie, having a conversation, like that mental getting to know each other, not that sexual getting to know each other.
Okay, baby sis, Maria, you up next. What does dating mean to you?
Dating is dating, getting to know each other. I could go on a date with you on Monday, go on a date with Rob on Tuesday, because it's dating. It's nothing exclusive about it.
So dating means it's different, sounds like different things to different people. So did I get anybody? Did we got anybody new? Tonight we're talking about dating versus hookup culture, and right now we're trying to get everybody's perspective on what basically their definition of dating. If we don't have any new participants, we're going to move on to the next part of the question. Okay, well, first let me tell you, so for me, again, I agree with you guys. Whereas dating is concerned, it's getting to know the individual, but it means something different to me. It's one-on-one. Because I don't believe that you can truly get to know somebody if you're dating a whole bunch of different people at once. Because that's like you trying a whole bunch of different flavors. How you gonna know if you like it? But once you decide to go out, once you start dating, for me, it's exclusive. Like I said, it doesn't involve anybody else. It's not a triangle. If I'm dating you, I don't want to date your sister and your friends. You know, just it's just me and you. Now, and it does mean something different to me if you got children, because if you're trying to get to know a woman that has children, then you know their children are a package deal. Most of the time,
But
Mhm.
you're
but
not.
that's not really what dating is, though. Dating is like everyone said, you getting to know someone, you're going out on a date. If you didn't make it known to that person that you exclusive, because what you saying sounds like a relationship.
No. What I'm telling you is this is what it means to me. So it means different things to different people. And trust me, if it means that much to me, then I'm gonna let you know upon dating me. This is the criteria. This is the rules to engagement. Because see, like I said, that dating you on Monday and then you out with someone else on Tuesday, if that's what you doing, I don't want to know about that. Because I said dating me. I ain't talking about dating Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If we're doing it on Monday, I don't want to know what you're doing on Tuesday. Just when Monday comes back around, it's my turn. And that doesn't involve everybody else. So if you dating everybody else, I don't want to know about that. And if I'm telling you all I want to do is date you, then that's who I want to date. And if you dating everybody else, then I don't want to date you. That's what it means to me, because you're not being fair to me. You're not, because I'm not getting your attention. So that's what it means to me. Now, some people might think otherwise, but where I left off. So if you dating a woman that has children, it's a package deal. So it ain't gonna always be no. It's not gonna always be time for one-on-one to take her out and stuff like that. You taking her out, you're taking the children out too.
Yes, and
See?
you want to get to know those children as well as getting to know their mother, because if you don't, you'll find out later why you should have took time out for the family.
That's right, because
Uh-huh.
They like them better when the kids like you.
and here's the other thing. That is a determining factor if you want to continue to date this individual. Because if you don't like her kids, there's gonna be a problem. Because if you got a problem with the kids, she gonna have a problem with you. So now
Yeah, you can
that's
tell with the kids too, you know, because if the kids don't like you, there's a problem too there.
yeah, it surely is, because there's gonna you might not get past first base.
Not only that, if the children are fresh, they don't have no respect, and all of these are signs
That's
for
why
you
you
to know how
Yeah,
they've been
these
brought
kids
up.
don't like anybody.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna just try to still date moms, and I know these kids are out of control, or the kids are telling me, "Oh, Dow just left, and you're over here now."
see, and that's what I'm talking about.
Huh.
That's where it
Kids
goes
sure
to.
enough will tell it.
See, and that's where it goes back to what Maria said. If
Because
she
after you
dates
leave, the mom's
Monday,
like, "Look,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but like I
Yeah,
said, it's
but
different for
for me,
everybody.
The kids
for
ain't
me,
out of hand. The
right.
mom's out
But
of hand.
for me, you should not be introducing everybody to your kid if you're not serious. Like, until you and him establish something serious, they shouldn't know your kid.
Hmm. All right. So let me go. Let me take this a step further. So for the married contingent, the people on the panel that is married, and I think we only got one person to represent that right now. So let me ask you this question. No, just for let's put it this way: for anybody that's been married and currently married, is what does dating mean? What does dating look like in that situation? Well, I'll go to the people that I know are married and that have been married. Um, let's go to Patsy first. What does dating look like when you're married?
Um, Sometimes it's just chilling at home together. Sometimes it's going out to eat, but it's more at home than it is at going out, you know, because most of the time I was working and everything, so it's like I didn't want to get home and relax, you know.
Okay. B, let's
So
go to
yeah.
Bert.
Here's Bird.
what does dating look like when you're married?
It depends on children and family size, but you want to go out on a date, you got to get a sitter. You got to try to spend a little quality time, alone time that both parties need away from the kids, and you know, you,
Did we lose you? I think you went on mute. All right. We're gonna go
I
to
mean, it is
okay,
important
there you
to
go.
have some kind of time for your spouse outside of the home. So
Okay,
it would
so
be more or less trying to find a sitter, and it's not always easy. You got a bunch of kids, and not everybody's gonna sit and want to watch four damn kids in your house. So then it
Yeah.
becomes like Patsy said, you make your own date night at home, or you create an ambiance there, or even if it's just a walk somewhere. I don't know.
all right, sounds like you do know. Tanya, what does dating mean to you? When you're married?
Well, pretty much a little bit of what everybody was saying. Walks to the in the park, go bike riding, or go to a concert, or go to dinner, go bowling, stay at home and have a date night in the house, doing things that you like to do, play cards, watch TV, play dominoes, have some one-on-one.
So let me ask you this. So is that realistic? How does that happen when you're married and you have children and you're trying to implement some quality time? Do you give them the same rules that you give them, like when you're taking kids in the store, you don't want nothing, you don't need nothing? Is it that type of conversation once y'all go into date night? But you're in the house a night in?
Well, it's pretty much when my door is closed, don't bother me
Okay.
unless you absolutely need
And let the
something.
kids know. Y'all going upstairs. I don't want to see y'all. We're going, we need a little time for ourselves. Or, you kind of throw some rules of engagement out there for them, but does it always pan out? No.
No,
No.
So does it always go the way you want to plan it?
and
No.
no, especially if you
Try to
don't lock
sneak
the
a little
door.
sneak, and then they want to knock on doors, and now they need this, and now you need that, and goddamn it, I got y'all set up before you went upstairs. Take your ass back upstairs. Excuse my language, but it
Well,
don't always go as planned. But you make the best out of what you got.
I mean, if that's how you talk to your children and it gets the preferred results, then don't hold back on our account.
All right.
But
Yeah.
okay, so you do give them the rules before you
And
go.
that does kind of jeopardize a little bit of your own personal relationship with your spouse, because you don't get to have that time, and you don't get to create something outside of your children, and then you end up making it a whole date night for the whole damn family.
But
Yeah.
wait, can where does it say in the rules of engagement that you can't insist that we take this time for ourselves when you have children?
There isn't any
Well,
rules, but you kind of trial and error it. Some days it goes great, some days it ain't nothing.
They
some
always
days you
just
like
doing for
we
yourself.
used
That's why.
date night for me when I was working. Before my kids was grown and old enough to watch themselves, I would get a sitter. And date night for me would be like on Tuesdays or Thursday, whatever day of the week we pick. This is date night. So this is what we're gonna do. Y'all going here, we're going here. You be on your best behavior while you're here. Then when they was old enough to watch themselves, we going out on our date night, and there better not be no stuff while we gone. When we come back, if everybody did what they were supposed to do, then maybe we'll bring something back for you. But if you've been acting up, you ain't getting nothing.
Hmm. Okay.
Y'all ain't getting nothing, period. Y'all get everything. This is our time. You get nothing. This ain't even about you.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, you set them up with pizza and whatever else before you leave, and be like,
I mean,
"This is
they
y'all
get
dinner.
they
We
get
gonna check
everything
it out."
regardless. They
My,
get it all. So
because
once in a while, you got to take for you.
that's right. Because I'm,
Yeah.
I'm thinking that date night does not include the children. It has to have a time. From this point, from this time to this time, we don't have children. We don't have responsibilities towards these children during these hours. So and everybody got to respect that, because otherwise there's going to be a problem. Because if I'm doing date night with my wife or my woman, and we coming home to children, I don't want to see you, because you don't need nothing. Because sometimes I'm gonna tell you, children, they do, when they see that you're trying to take some time to yourself, they try to interfere in that. They try to spoil that. Now, all of a sudden, they need help with their homework. Well, usually they don't even want to let you know they got homework. Take it,
Right.
go to bed.
They blocking, they cock blocking.
That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. If you got a woman that feels like, oh no, she or he has to sleep with us because they're afraid of the dark. You wasn't afraid. You're gonna really see some dark. So again,
you're gonna see some doctors. I'm gonna put your lights out, punch your lights out. I'm trying to have some intimate time and shit.
You gotta understand, that brings out a different thing in a man when you taking away that intimacy. That is needed. That is needed. I mean,
exactly.
That will make the difference. And you women, y'all already know that, because y'all withhold the feminine goodies anyways. Y'all like to punish people, dangle the carrot and then take it back. But that's dating. Now let's talk about the hookup culture. What does that mean to you? Well, tell you what it means to me. That means sex and more 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 sex. No commitment, no strings attached, just straight hit it from the back. That's it. You don't have to worry about nothing. You don't have to call me. I ain't got to call you. If I see you next time, maybe we could do this again. That's all hookup culture. That's what hookup culture means to me. Patsy, what does hookup culture mean to you?
So wait, before Patsy answers,
wait, Patsy, hold on.
Before you answer, David.
Yes.
So if they don't call you, it's just a hookup.
If it's a part of the hookup culture, if they don't call you, then you shouldn't be mad, because part of the rules is you're just in it for sex. You ain't worried about it next time.
There's no strings attached. It's not saying that they're not gonna call you back. They might want to hook up on 2 Thursdays after the fact. But it's nothing saying that we're committed to this. We're just I know that I can call you, give me some free, and you can call me if you want, if I allow you to get some free on that day.
Maybe that's a maybe. Because
that's why I said if I allow you. It goes both ways. If she's open or you're open.
Because you might knock it out the park, but she don't want to be swinging on you. She don't want
that
you.
Because she still got Dennis and Philla and
Paul.
Because
she got that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday plan. So again, no rules, no attachment. Go on, Patsy.
Okay, I agree with that. That's all well and good, because I actually called the hookup benefits. So
benefits?
If you got the time to come over and hang out and give me a little something, and we use condoms, it's like, okay, I ain't got no strings attached. Just me and you hooking up and we get intimate time, and that's about it.
Okay, so that's
you might hang out for a little while, but we ain't got no feelings attached.
Okay. Tanya, what does the hookup culture mean to you? What does that mean?
The hookup culture is not for me.
Hold on 1 second. Whoever's driving, mute your phone. We're getting feedback from the air
The wind.
outside. The wind. All right. Go ahead, T.
Yeah, the hookup culture is sex, like you said. But it's not for me because I wear my heart on my sleeve, and so it's hard for me to have a hookup and not get attached, especially if it's a consistent hookup. So it's not for me.
That's an honest woman talking there. That's go ahead, keep going.
It's not for me. Although I can say that the hookup culture led me to my current husband, so it works out in the end.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that noise was.
Okay. Josie, what does the hookup culture mean to you? What do you hear when you hear those words? What comes over you? What goes through your mind?
Exploring my options.
Exploring your options.
Yeah, because
what type of options
let me clarify it.
Mm-hmm.
Because exploring my options does not mean I'm going to have sex with you.
So again, I want you to go ahead and
so if I'm hooking up with you, that means we're probably going on a date. We're probably having a conversation on the phone. I'm hooking up with you on the phone. We might run into each other, at Dunkin' Donuts. I might hook up with you to have a coffee. But hooking up with someone doesn't mean always sleeping with someone.
According to who?
But
according to
then
me,
if you
according
know,
to me, because you said Josie.
Wait.
You said
okay, I
Josie.
got it, Dave.
Yeah.
You said Josie. So I'm telling you, a hookup to me is exploring your options. Dating to me means that we're trying to do something different.
All right.
And hooking up with you does not mean we're gonna have sex.
Okay, that's fair. Tanya?
Yeah.
She already.
I know. Tanya, I want you to go to what is it? Urban Dictionary.
Why couldn't I just break it down real quick?
Wait, because it's not your turn. Tanya,
I don't want to even
Tanya,
address
I want
it
you to
now.
go to Urban Dictionary.
It's not in the Urban Dictionary. It's in the regular dictionary as well.
Okay.
Hooking up means sexual activity. That's it.
That's right.
Hey, say it again.
That's right.
Hooking up means sexual activity.
Now, and I'm going to tell you.
But it's not your turn, Robin. We're going to the ladies
Okay,
first.
don't worry. I'm going to break it down.
Go ahead, Maria. Maria, what does hookup culture?
It means sexual activity. Any
what
type
does it
of
mean?
oral.
What does it mean
Any
to you?
type of oral or vaginal anal sex.
Oh Jesus! So you're giving an explicit version. Okay, so yeah, I mean, say that again for the viewers at home that missed it. It's what?
It is any type of oral, vaginal, or anal sex is considered hooking up.
Have you seen Avatar when they hook up to the animals?
It's only coming from a definition of a man. That's what hooking up means to a guy.
Maria, I'll muzzle your phone.
And okay, so we got Patsy, we got Tanya, we got Josie, we got Maria. But Maria, again, you gave us the definition from the dictionary, and
I'm sorry. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, we heard you. But
I muzzle my phone.
Yeah, we heard you because it sounded muffled. But
so I was saying that it's any type of oral, vaginal, or anal sex is considered hooking up from a guy's point of view. That's not a woman's definition of hooking up.
Do they have the woman's definition?
I didn't see women's. I only seen guys.
It's a unisex. It's a unisex.
That's what it is. I'm about to tell you.
But for what Josie said, it said to put someone in contact with someone who can help them to get something from someone that they want.
That's a different type of hookup. Like I can hook my friend up with some information
hook
or
them
some
up with
groceries,
a job or something.
stuff like that. That's a different type of hookup. But when
hook
you're
them
out
up
here in the
with
intimate,
half price off
intimate
or something
dating
like
world,
that.
you know if someone called you as like
Dukes
sort of
is
like a
meaning
booty
by
call.
hook up, link, like we link,
Yeah, that's what
hook up
she
with
was
you.
talking
I
about,
hook up with
hooking
you
up
later.
with,
I link
go
Yeah,
with
have
you.
a drink,
she
go
talking
have a
about dating.
donut, or
That's
have
why me and
coffee
Tanya
and
said
stuff like
earlier
that.
is
And
a
that's
thin
why I
line.
said what Josie was saying is dating, because when I was saying
Yes.
to y'all earlier, dating to me means
Yes.
when you go out on a date with someone, you get to know them. That's not exclusive.
I
There's
feel
no
like
sex
it all
involved.
runs. I feel like
You
it
might
all
not
runs
even get a
concurrent.
kiss at the end of the night.
It definitely
I
depends.
feel
does.
like
It
it's a
definitely
concurrent
does.
situation
It
because if you're
means,
hooking up with someone, right, you could be dating them.
It's
And if you're dating
interchangeable.
someone, you could be hooking up with them.
But see,
but
that's what Tanya said earlier. It's a thin line.
I
That's
try
why
to tell them.
you gotta
but
be
see,
let it know what you're doing. Are we being
Hmm.
Right.
exclusive, or are we just hooking up?
Right,
Otherwise, it
That's when it
right.
comes.
becomes misleading.
now
Exactly.
remember,
Okay, so I
now
agree. I agree with all of y'all. So then it takes it
That's
back to
when
what
the
I
three
said.
C's come
Hooking
in.
up, hooking up would be going out for coffee.
so it's going to mean,
That's what I said.
go back to what I said initially. It's going to mean different things to different people. So that's why I asked Maria. I asked for the
Can I say
definition.
this in this way,
Go
Uncle D?
ahead.
If you are like having an argument with a guy, and then he goes, "Wait, hold on, wait a minute." Before a girl's feelings, listen to this scenario. The girl's feelings is attached, and the guy he feels like we're just having sex, and then they're having a conversation, and the girl's like, "Well, my feelings are involved in this," and then he goes, "Well, we're just hooking up," and then she's like, "Well, if we're hooking up, then that means that we're
In
together." It's
between
like
that,
a
That means what, Bernie?
miscommunication somewhere in there.
But wait.
that's what I was getting ready to say,
I get
Reggie.
that,
In between that, somebody didn't let it be known what it really was
but
and was taking it for what it was worth,
what I
and didn't let the other person know what they was really thinking, what the situation was really about.
but
Because
what I wanted to
nine
know
times
was,
it could be vice versa with a chick. She just having fun, and the guy thinking, hey, we've been seeing each other for such and such, and I was thinking we could be exclusive,
okay,
right? And she's like, oh nah, baby boy, I ain't with that.
so my final question.
I just wanna, I like the casual hooking up, and I don't wanna be tied down, plus I got this other guy over here that I'm seeing anyway. He's trying to
Yeah,
do the
that's
same
why I
thing
call
that
that
you doing.
situation friends with benefits.
And again,
Okay, but then that's about being an adult as well, letting people know what you're doing. Okay,
Yeah,
Right.
that's
letting
what I
what's
was saying.
happening to you.
so that's why I was asking each individual on the panel, what does it mean to them? So again, Maria gave us the definition. So I want to know, what does it mean to you?
For me, it would be hooking up. Basically Netflixing, what they want to call it these days or whatever. We're hooking up. You coming over? We are going to chill, or we going to do the do.
So they have options with dealing
DNRA.
with you. It's not
It,
one or
it,
the
it,
other.
it's,
Or you
it's,
could be
it's,
hooking up
They
with
the
them at the
option is
bar.
the option is what I want to do.
Mhm.
Mm,
see, when
mm.
you have a
Well, you heard it first.
build a block person that's sitting there like, I don't know. Let her make the first move. Maybe she wants to, maybe she doesn't. I don't
What
know.
happened?
Okay, all right,
I
that's fair.
mean, really, Robbie. So what are you saying? A man needs to set it up?
A man needs to know what he wants. He
Mm.
should be able
A
to
woman
lead.
as well.
He
A
should. He
woman as
should. Yes,
well.
and he should know how to lead without a woman, um, dictating his pace. If you like this woman, sure you like her. Don't wait for her to say it's okay. Let me know you like me.
All right, so let's be fair because we didn't get
Okay,
burnt.
well, let me just say this as a scenario. If you coming over somebody's house and you know they hooking up and the girl wants you, when you come in, she's already ready for you.
So you're
If you
saying in the sense
understand,
that she's
Yes.
hooking
Because
up for
that's what she
sex.
called you
Bless
over
you.
for.
All right, so now that we there, let's stay there. Hook up, for the intent purpose of this conversation, hookup culture, we are referring to sex. No strings attached, no romance, just no finance, just basically sex. Bird.
Wait a minute, let me say this, and no breakfast in the morning either.
Oh,
Shit, you already got
oh,
full off of what I was giving you.
oh,
Ain't no morning.
Bird.
Ain't no
Ain't
overnight.
no
Ain't no
morning,
morning
ain't
for
no
breakfast.
morning, nigga, ain't no morning. I'm going home after we're finished.
So,
Well,
Bird, so you clear about this? What does hookup culture mean to you?
I mean, I'm hoping to me, well, I'm going to say to me, hooking up means we have a mutual agreement that what this situation is. Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't always pan out that way. You can agree to sex and you agree to just hooking up and then,
But the
feelings.
fellas get involved now.
Now, I'm not hooking up with somebody that's hooking up with 3 or 4 other people. I'm pretty cool with that one, but,
My
you
brother,
know,
that's what I'm
And,
talking
and
about.
that's why I said you need to be an adult and say what you doing, because you can be over this person's house hooking up with them today, and the other person died was free ground for them to just show up. Now it's a situation.
No, 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 no.
Yep.
No. See, this is why people, you need to start learning the language that you use, because when you start saying certain things, what's understood is does not need to be spoken.
Well, let's talk about that, David.
All
Does
right,
that happen from a man's point of view or a female's point of
all
view?
right.
Because
Let's go. Let's
I
go
feel
there.
like I feel like I don't know. We heard from a man's point of view,
So
so
okay, so let's stay there. Let's stay there. Does
everybody has a different point of view, though. I mean, we're reading off of
But
a dictionary's version of it, but we're also asking people their
yeah,
individual.
we didn't all answer
right,
that
right,
question.
right. So what I want to know now is do all men or how all men feel from that point of view?
all right, so that's fair. You're gonna present that question to the board, to the panel.
what
All right, guys, answer that. Bird, you answer that first. What does
No. Let Bird answer it again at the end if he needs to.
no. We no. You presented a different type of question. You said, does hookup culture mean the same thing to guys as it does to women? Is that what you're saying? Am I
I
correct?
ain't saying that.
No, I'm saying
Yes.
Josie. That's what you stating, right, Josie?
You said does what?
Does are you asking the men on the panel? Does hookup culture mean the same thing to men as it does to the woman?
Yes, I am.
All right, so that's a different
I,
question. So again,
I think it's unisex.
wait,
It's
uh,
uni. It's uni.
I
Cause just as well as the dude can play with a chick's emotion and make her believe or lead her on that they're exclusive. A chick can do the same thing to a dude.
but
So it's
we're
the
talking about
it goes back to the 3 C's: communicating, conversating, and the connection.
okay,
That's
but
what
look
it
at
goes back to.
for this conversation and for this conversation, we are referring to hookup culture in this sense, where it just means sex. So Josie's saying, does it mean something different to men than women? So if we do men feel like when we're hooking up, is it simply for sex and nothing else, or are we expecting something more? Am I correct in that saying that, Josie?
David, if they can't handle it, then we'll just go on to the women.
Okay,
Well, I'll tell you just like this. If the man is going to the lady's house and she's saying, we're gonna hook up tonight. I want you to come by 8, 9:30 at nighttime. Looking at the time, it's 9:30 at nighttime. Normally people get ready for bed around this time. Get ready for bed around this time. So I'm coming over, we're gonna have some conversation. In her home, she might feel all she wanna do is talk, watch television, and you go to sleep hugging each other, or you get up and leave her house around 11, 12, midnight. All right, that's
I
their
beg to
hooking up.
differ.
That's their hooking up if that's what they believe in.
No. But that's not
Now,
the
now,
question that she's
now, coming
presenting.
on the man's side, you're calling me. Oh, I'm talking to you around 9, 10 o'clock, telling you want to hook up. You say yes. You come to my house. My house is already set for the moment. when you walk in, you already know. If we got drinks, smokes, TVs on, the bathroom's nice and clean, bed sheets are changed, it's smelling good, it's looking good, conversations well. There's a possibility what you came over here for was sex. You know it, but you're fighting temptation to make it look like I'm a classy lady. I just didn't come over here, drove my booty and let it rumble and all of this. No, you came over to feel good, and you just have to face it and let your body go. Let
Now
it go.
let me be clear about this, and I'm gonna say this to y'all.
Women like hookups just as well as men like
Yes.
hookups. Don't get it twisted.
Don't let them
That's
play
why I
on
say
your
it's unit.
intelligence. They
That's
drop
why I
their
say it's
panties quick
unit.
for somebody if they want to.
So again, just so we clear, the hookup culture right there in this sense, in this conversation, this discussion simply means sex without no strings attached.
Yes.
So again,
Right.
Gregory, you are
You know, because that's exactly how I do it. You know, there might be one or two guys that I know. That's all they come over for. You know, and I know where their headspace at and where I'm at with them. And then I got another friend that he come hang out and we hooking up with sex, but we could watch TV, have a conversation, have something to eat. It's really not an actual date. It's just a hookup, but we cool like that, you know. But it
So
ain't about sex and just like being a friend with benefits. That's basically the bottom line. No
that's when
Listen,
that's why I call it intimate friendship.
right. The
exactly.
bottom line is if both of y'all attract to each other, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Whether she makes the first move or the dude makes the first move. And like I
Because
said
Tim, I look at it this
before,
way: whatever you trying to pretend and hide, soon as I get it, lay it down, all that shit reveals itself. This old good, I wasn't gonna do. I don't do this. I know. And then once you do it, you just let out loose.
but see, I think y'all are missing the point.
There is a
Culture,
hookup and
the
sex.
hookup culture is simply this. Everybody gets a part of the equation, knows that that's what you're there for. You're not
Yeah, but
there
then you
for
got some
anything other
pretending
than
that they're
that.
not that type of girl.
Then you're not, then you shouldn't be partaking in the hookup
Understand?
culture.
I said misleading.
Gregory,
Let me say this
that's
for
what
the
I'm
new
about to say.
generation.
Gregory, you the youngest member on the panel.
A hookup,
This terminology is from your generation. This hookup culture, we refer to it as other things during our time.
DNRN.
it is considered
DNRN.
a booty call, a
That's what I
one
said
night
earlier.
stand, a Netflix and chill. You get what I'm saying? Like Auntie tried to say earlier.
Netflix and chill don't got nothing to do
With booty call. A
with a
booty
hookup
call means
culture.
you're
Yes,
Netflix
having
it does,
sex.
because that's what we're
Booty
doing.
Netflix
call,
does. Yes,
a
it
A
booty
does.
booty
call,
call
Term
means you're having sex.
a
And
booty
in his
call.
generation, it does.
Netflix
If I
ain't
text
nothing
you
but the booty
Netflix and
call.
chill, you know
You
what the
ask
hell's
him
about.
from his culture and his generation. In his generation, that's what that means.
So
And it's
Netflix and
called
chill is a part of the
DNRN.
hookup culture.
DNRN.
Yes.
Get naked right now.
Yes,
According
because
to
we ain't gonna
Gregory,
be
it's a
I
watching
part of
call
the
you
Netflix. A
up.
booty
booty
I'm
call gonna
call.
coming
be
over.
watching
You
us.
get naked right now. So when I come through the door, we getting busy. That's what that is in their generation.
So all right.
Yeah.
See, I don't know that to be all right. All right, that's something new for me because I thought Netflix
But I
and
was
chill
trying to
was
say
just
this
that.
too. They go hand in hand, like everybody's been saying, because you hooking up with somebody, you really need to pick and choose the person you're gonna hook up with. Even though guys, we be having drunk nights. You might do something with somebody and be like, "What the hell I did in the morning?"
I'm gonna
You know what
say
I'm
this.
saying? But
I'm gonna say this.
hooking up with somebody, you usually should worry about who you're about to hook up with because it could lead to a relationship, a dating, or whatever's going on. You building a friendship with this
Sometimes it
person.
does.
But that's what I'm
Sometimes it
telling.
does.
But that's what I'm telling you guys. The hookup culture doesn't have nothing to do with that. You guys are reverting back to dating, the rules of dating, because hookup culture is just simply sex.
No, that's why I said they go hand in hand. And who you're hooking up with, you should worry about it, because if you keep hooking up with this person along the lines,
You
what do you
gonna
think
catch
this is? This
feelings.
is some
I
type of
think
Right.
Maria
relationship.
said. I think Maria said that was from a man's point of view.
All right. So okay.
It's like that from a woman's point of view too.
Okay,
I
That's why I
don't
Tanya.
said it's
know.
unit.
I don't know,
That's why I
Tanya.
said it's
Speak
Like,
on it,
unit.
Tanya.
listen.
No, let's go to Tanya. Tanya, you said a woman thinks like a man, so go ahead, go on and
It's like that from a woman's point of view too, because sometimes when you start with the hookup, you're there just for the hookup. But we're more emotional than men, and so feelings start to get involved in it. Even though you might try to say it doesn't, feelings start to get involved in it, and you start to think that we're dating now.
And
This
let me
is
be
a
clear.
But
relationship.
And
Tanya,
then
does that
Tanya,
mean
that is
every
on both
hookup?
sides.
Wait, Timmy, let me
That's
ask
on
her
both sides,
something.
Tommy, with man
Tanya,
and women.
does that mean from a woman's point of view, every time you hook up with somebody, you're looking to get feelings? You're looking to get
No. When you're hooking up consistently with the same person.
Exactly.
Right. That's different. Now you're dating.
Okay, but
Yes.
wait. I want to be
That's why
clear
I said
about this.
it's a
When you
thin
guys are
line.
saying,
You
hook
know,
up,
neither
Timmy,
one
wait.
of y'all have
Tim, wait.
made the
When you saying
decision
hook
of
up,
what you gonna call it.
when
That's
you
what it is. You
when you
haven't made the decision what y'all is gonna call it. Is continue to be with hooking up. But
Yeah.
with
Timmy, I think
feelings,
the
if
worst
no
thing
one
is,
don't
I
discuss
think the
and
worst
have a
thing is,
conversation about what you want, then you're gonna get exactly what you keep
this is
getting
this is
in
the
hookup.
I
thing.
think the worst thing is what Timmy is saying. A man might feel like, from his point of view, you're just hooking up. And a woman, she might feel like y'all are dating.
No, because Josie, let's
What
be
do you
clear
say
about
more?
this. Some of the men
That's
on
the
the piano,
scenario I said
Or it could
earlier.
be
When you
vice versa, David.
yeah, because some of the men
That's what I
on
was
the
saying.
piano,
Or
That's
it
why
could
I
be
said
vice
unit.
versa.
because some of
I'm
the
not
men
saying
on the
everything
piano,
from a man's point of view.
including myself, have said, I'm clear about what I'm there for. So if this is a Netflix and chill, then yeah, I'm going over there
Everybody
with
knows.
that intent purpose.
If
Wait a minute,
you
Timmy.
old, you
Wait a
ain't
minute,
caught
Timmy.
up.
Wait a
And
minute.
everybody
Wait.
knows Netflix and chill means we hooking up. God damn it. I don't know where the hell you
No,
get
no, no,
that
no, no, no.
idea.
That's not what Netflix and
No, it
chill.
doesn't.
That's
And I
not what
hope
Netflix and
nobody
chill
Yes, it
means.
says.
does.
No, it
Yes,
does
No, it
it
not.
does.
No, it
doesn't.
Don't
does not.
tell me this. I
That's not
see it
what
all
that
the
means.
time.
That does not mean that with everybody that you're dealing with. Let me be clear about this. I don't because sometimes that's a date. Netflix and chill is a date. You're going there for that purpose. If something else comes up, that's not what she called you over there for. It might lead to that, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. And you can't be mad because she ain't call you over here and say, yo, I need you to come and
it
check out
definitely
these
depends
fights.
on how she sent that text or you sent it.
Exactly. Now, if she
Right.
if she
If
sent
she
you,
says, I'm coming with my t-shirt and my panties on, then you
then
need to
then
be
then
ready.
then that ain't no Netflix and chill. The TV might be on the background, but that's just background. That's just decoration.
Background noise.
That's right.
Nah, but
That's
she ain't gonna
TV
say
watching you.
she ain't gonna say Netflix and chill if she's just trying to. She gonna say, "Yo, come over."
Now listen. So
She's not gonna
I
say
want to be
Netflix
clear
and
about
chill
this
because
because I
that's
want y'all to
co-parent.
use this in the right context. We are referring when we say hookup culture. Just to be clear, it has nothing to do with romance.
Exactly.
It's just
And
sex.
you got to communicate that to the person.
That's what
Exactly.
I
You're
was
hooking up
saying.
with.
That's what
Exactly.
I said. Communication. If you don't tell this person what it is, then they get in their mind because ain't nobody no mind read. They can't read your mind. So if you don't speak with your mouth, then how the hell they gonna know what thing is? You
You
know?
know
Well,
what?
if somebody tells you, I'm
Whenever you
coming
hook up
over
with
to the
someone and
club,
you leave a piece of yourself with that person, meaning that you have an orgasm, giving up a piece of yourself, you giving up a piece of yourself. So it doesn't matter if you're talking about we just hooking up and it's all about sex. Eventually, somebody's feelings is gonna get hurt. Whether it's the
You
Wow.
man
do.
or the woman.
I agree.
Wow.
I agree with you, but women,
Exactly.
even if you're not
Exactly.
having an orgasm, you leave as part of yourself with
Right.
that
I was about
person.
to say,
That
anytime
man
you
is
have
too.
sex with somebody,
Yep,
that a part of their soul is left with you.
that's right.
Yes.
And
So,
I
so
That's
go
why I said
into
you gotta look at the people that you feel like you're gonna hook up with, because this can potentially go somewhere. And that's
it
what
can go somewhere.
eventually
It can
ends
go
up happening.
somewhere. It
You
can
hook up
lead
with this
to.
person one time, they
It
end
can
up
lead
coming.
to a
If
trip to
you
the
if you're
hospital
any good
too.
at it, they're coming back. No bull crap.
I think y'all got. I think y'all got that. I think you're not clear about this. And from what I'm hearing is from everybody on this panel, I don't think none of us are active members of the hookup culture because y'all are speaking other than what it is. It ain't got nothing to do with good sex, bad sex. They just hooking up for sex. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm
That's what
definitely
it is.
part of that hookup series.
And then you go tell some girl that you're hooking up with, and then y'all ain't hooking up no more just because of that.
Because of bad sex.
Because
What's
of
the
what you
question?
said, the way you was aggressive with which is hooking up.
But that's a part of the hookup culture.
You ain't hooking up no more now.
What's the
You're not with
question?
her, not with her, but maybe the next person. You're not losing, you're winning. If you're playing the game right, according to the rules of engagement, you're not trying to have any strings attached. You
I
don't
think
want
it
a
goes back
commitment.
to what somebody said. It's how you sent that text or you call. If you said, I'm coming over after the club, you already know what type of hookup it is. If you
Okay,
say
Yeah.
coming over at 8 o'clock to watch TV to hook up, it just might be watching TV to hook up.
so if she says to you, I want to hook up, but I want to watch TV. That's clear. All right. That's not,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
you
down
know
for
what?
that tonight. I'm not down
Like
for
I
that.
was saying earlier, I actually have a couple of guys that is pretty platonic, no strings attached, but I know we're gonna have some sex. One
Right,
guy
but
actually comes over just for
David,
that and leaves.
if you're not down for that, David, you're off the roster. That's fine with her as
That
well.
that see that's fine with me because if I'm in it for having a roster, then I already got my own lineup too. So they can check me off, but guess what?
Wild West.
You're off the list too. So that's my thing. But when
What was the question? I missed it.
okay, so who's this joining us?
This is Rachel. I'm here for it.
Okay, Rachel. So tonight we are discussing dating versus hookup culture, and we are trying to, for all intents and purpose, we are talking about hookup culture in the form of sex. Well, actually, let me ask you this, because you're a young person. What does hookup culture mean to you?
I mean, hookup culture?
Yes.
That's, you know, the folks that go out, have one night stands, just have, or I mean, that just that I you know what, I know somebody like that. You know what, that really hook up. Like I got somebody who's actually like that around me all the time. This person looks to hook up constantly, and it's because of
Or
the sex. So she'll go on apps, she'll go out, meet people, want to hook up, and then when she just feel like she's over them or something, she just stop dealing with
and
them.
just so we clear, she hooked up for what?
Sex. That's what her main motive is.
So is that what the hookup culture means
I
in
mean,
terminology?
when you hear hook up, yeah, at least to me, the terms hook up,
Because
yeah.
just so we clear, so that is what it means in today's terminology. The hookup culture is
If
for what?
I would say to, for sex, because we use link up in different terms when it comes to like maybe if we did want to maybe just actually link up and chill. But hook up from, what I know and, from what I've grown up to know, yeah, that means like hook up, like you trying to hook it up inside the, hook.
All right, let's so
God bless the child. We like to thank Rachel.
now let me be clear about this. Now, since Rachel has put this in, now all of us let's forget about friends with benefits. Let's forget about booty calls. Let's forget about Netflix. Let's forget about taking long walks in the park, because that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. We talking about hooking up for sex. So let's go to this part. Who benefits more from this hookup culture? And let's go to the ladies first. Do you think it's the guys or the women that benefits from the hookup culture? Rachel, we'll stay with you. Does men or women benefit more from it?
I look at it like I don't see the gender in this. I see it as if you are a person who is looking to hook up, then it benefits you because you are satisfying what it is you're trying to do. So I don't think it's, I don't know. That's what I look at it like. If you just mean when it comes to the opposite, people who are not hookup culture and they have to deal with those who are like that, vast majority are the men. So I mean, women have to deal with men who are always trying to pick because they are part of the hookup culture. That's what they do. A man can hook up and still have a whole non-hookup type of life at home with kids and family and whatever. So it's just, if you look at it that way, I say females got to deal with it more on that aspect if we're not on them same type of terms. A man can kind of just pick and choose, like, she's a fast ass, she's a hoe, whatever you want to call it, and just not deal with her. As a girl, we just got to deal with so many men coming that way and then finding out later if they're worth, if they stay longer or whatever the case is. You hit it once, they come back, whatever, and now it's something. So we got to deal with it more. But the person who's looking for the hookup benefits overall.
All right, so Patsy, let me ask you: do you think that men or women benefit from the hookup culture more?
I think men benefit from it more than women, but sometimes women benefit just as much as men do. It just depends on your mindset with hooking up with certain people.
I'm loving this because y'all are being honest. Honest. All right, let me get to my bloodline. Josie, who benefits more, men or women?
At first, I started thinking in my head, men, for some reason, because, I feel like when women give themselves to men, it's our all, you know, like they're going inside, they're just external. They can like wash their stuff off. I'm not saying y'all don't get the same experiences that we do with the STDs and all, but I just feel like it's more of a different experience for a woman letting a man hook up with them than it is for a man hooking up with a woman. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay. Maria, your turn. Who you think?
So I'm gonna say this, however, it depends, who's being more pleasured out that moment. You can hook up and it was a waste of, hooking up. So it depends. I also agree with the rest of the ladies, what they said, especially that fact that it's a man who probably enjoys it more because, like Rachel said, they could be living a whole nother life. Also, what Josie said, you can wash your penis off in the sink and then go hook up with somebody again in the next 3 hours.
Okay, and just for argument purpose, what age range are we talking about? Because we talking about some going wash off and we to the next one. Who
All of y'all.
Anybody, yeah, man. There's no limit, man. I don't learn.
Any teenager down
There's still some nasty shit.
down to
I'm
getting on the
31.
ride.
Man, a dude would go meet a chick making a play, get some head, go upstairs,
Right.
sleep
Any of
with his
that. Then
girl.
go
Nah.
take the
Okay.
next chick out
Oh
to
yeah,
dinner, hook
okay,
up
yeah.
with her.
Because we did touch base on that earlier. It's just not intercourse. It's also oral and stuff like that as well. Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. Tanya, who benefits? Men or women? Who benefits more?
I'm gonna say both benefit. I'm gonna say both benefit at different times. I'm just gonna speak for myself. At one point, I'm gonna say the man benefited more. At another point, I'm gonna say that we both benefited because it ended up being a soulmate. So we both benefited from the hookup.
So again, like you said, your hookup turned into you knew that, hey, this is not going to be a one and a done. This is going to be long-term fun.
That's right.
All right, that's fair. Let's try to
Long
get Bird.
shenanigans.
Let's get Bird back into the conversation.
That might be a T-shirt. That might be a T-shirt.
All right, remind me. Bird, you still with us?
Yep.
All right. So again, in this sense, in this conversation, when we're hooking up, well, when women and men are hooking up for sex, who benefits more from it, the man or the woman?
I have to speak for me. I probably can say I would benefit more. And not really saying many women don't reach that climactic experience on a little hookup. You know what I mean? Because it's a hookup. It's kind of like done and go. So it's really not looking for any kind of emotions. But guys are just a natural. They're just going to get it off, and whether they get it off early or late, I guess the goal is to kind of get it off. Are you trying to please? Are you trying to be pleased? I think the guys benefit more out this deal than the women.
Okay.
Because like they said, you might be just hooking up and then you going back to your regular life. Or vice versa. Girls are players too.
Yeah,
that
hit song.
One and done. One and done. He told the truth.
You seem like a big advocate for it, Dodie. You
About
that life?
Gregory? You the minister of conspiracy. So
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Rachel, but I'm gonna say dudes are more in a line for satisfaction when they're doing something like that, and then females, like they said, the power of the people is running the world, so they can benefit way more off of sleeping with people than men actually do for their satisfactory rate. You get what I'm saying? So in my reality right now, you got girls running around talking about they just left Pound Town and all this crazy stuff. So
Pound
and they're
Town.
getting bread, they just got a bag. So a little bit different.
Stop, back up. You can't just be dropping new age terminology on us, lingo. You have to give us a definition. Pound Town, what does that mean? For the dudes at home that don't know what that means.
That means that
got that shit
a
pounded.
pussy's pink and a booty hole brown.
Ooh. Oh, Pound Brown?
She said,
You know
Pound
what?
Town. Go to
You
Pound
guys
Town.
are educating me. This is scary.
She said, Pound Town.
Y'all
She
messing
said,
with some whores.
pussy pink, booty hole brown.
Y'all got to get up on y'all.
Y'all are messing with some
y'all
whores.
What you just let
Just
somebody
nasty.
having sex with somebody else and you running back to somebody else's house and you get the same scenario.
Oh no.
That's what that shit is.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm too black and bougie for that. I'm not doing
Has everyone on the call had a one night stand?
Hold on, Rachel. I'll come right back to that. Let me get Robin first. Go ahead, Robin.
A lot of women on this panel is playing like they don't know what's going on. But
being honest. I think
they ain't
they
took a
being
trip
honest
to Pound Town
because they are
in their
sneak
life.
freaks. You understand what I'm telling you? I'll say it
that-
one more time. Sneak
Say
freaks.
it again, Bobbert.
I think that some of them been honest.
Now I'll go to, could a man benefit more than the woman benefit? A woman does the same trickery a man does. So in today's time, a woman's a little bit more advanced on their game than the dude because they're home with kids and they still make time to be able to sneak out and meet Michael. Oh, you understand?
They ain't sneaking out.
And do what they gotta do and be back home in time to act like they didn't take a shower and go to bed because they ain't gonna cook no dinner.
Well,
or feed
y'all are
their
acting
children.
like y'all are at work and y'all are meeting, sharing,
And
What?
I'm educated
What?
right now. A
But the
man,
difference is,
a
Michael that
man
went
can
to
go
work
out
and
and
he's
do
banging
these
the chick,
things.
he's just banging her. The chick
Listen,
Listen,
that
a
y'all.
man can go out and do these things.
the chick
Personally
that's
speaking, for
banging Michael that came
I'm
over,
in the
she's
business
Time,
benefiting
to
from the truck.
time out. Everybody go to their respective corners. That's not what this is about.
All I'm
Let's
saying
get back
is
to
you don't
our regular
need to be
scheduled
out there acting
program.
like you're working and you're really out there sharing and caring.
Okay, all right. So let's get back to the topic at hand. And if anybody's joining us tonight, we're talking about dating versus hookup culture, and we are in the stage of the conversation, the phase of the conversation where we are discussing hookup culture. And right now, one of the panel members has presented a new question: who has had a one-night stand?
wait, hold on. Let me finish and I'll answer that for you. If a man and a woman comes to the bedroom and their best interest is not pleasing themselves and then helping the other get off or feel good like them, then they got a problem with their own self. You don't want to feel good. What the hell you hooking up for? You should be able to come in here and say, I'm gonna get off as quick as I can get off, like this dude's trying to get off. Make yourself feel good, like he's making himself
Yeah,
feel
Uncle
good.
Rob, you heard this song. What would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor?
Listen, there should be no lazy bone in your body when it comes to releasing. You should
Um,
want to feel good. Now, back to what Rachel brought up just a minute ago, that question, have you ever have a one night stand? Was that the question?
yes. How many
I'm
of us
pretty
have had?
sure many of us have. And the problem
Everybody
with that
has.
one night
I'm
stand
saying no,
is,
not everybody.
well, I'm trying to tell you, the problem with one night stand sometimes you cannot shake the lady. They want to come back home with you.
But
No,
And,
you
wait,
can't shake no
listen.
ass, but like
But
stop
listen,
it.
let me clarify. I don't mean like a one night, like a hookup too. Like I don't mean like, let's say you know somebody for a while, whatever. Y'all just end up
just
doing
a
book
complete
one
stranger.
time. I mean like a one night stand. Like you went to the
That's what
bar
I'm
or
telling
you
you.
went
A
to an
complete
event.
stranger.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
hookup
like that.
culture.
Listen. I did it with a complete stranger, and some strange things were said to me after we did it, and I didn't like that. I didn't like it.
This is why you're not a card carrying member of the hookup culture.
I don't listen. I don't ride with all
You
that
would be
stuff.
offended by that behavior. But just to
Everybody who has
go,
That's
sex
because
I've
for
she
the
never
beat
first
you,
had a one
Bob.
night
time,
stand.
everybody who has sex for the first time is having sex with a stranger. You don't know that
Yeah,
person. Talking
yes,
damn right, and I
went
don't
out and
care.
stuff.
What
Everybody's a stranger.
condoms
but
out
it's not a.
there?
You going out and beating somebody at the bar and coming home, he was a stranger. He was a stranger when you knew him 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago. He's still a stranger because he never entered inside of you.
And in
I
some
mean,
cases, and in
he's a
some
stranger to
cases,
you.
in some cases, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it a step
I
further.
met somebody on a wild night, and then my cousin had to come over and kick her out after he seen it. He didn't want to leave.
In some cases,
You know
you
Was
what
it
I'm
at
saying?
my
How
house?
hooking up could lead to
this
bad
is
things.
okay. Before we go there, don't use no names, and Gregory, don't be telling no places. It's for your own good. But back to Rachel's questions. Have we had a one night stand? Let's go back around. Patsy, have you ever had a one night stand?
Hell yeah.
With conviction. With conviction.
I know
Tanya,
that's my
have you
Patsy.
ever had a one night stand? No
Yes,
names.
I've had a one night stand.
All right. Timmy,
Oh yeah.
Josie.
I don't even know what that
We don't
is.
want your politically correct answer. We want
Yes,
the
yes.
Oh
answer.
shit.
Yes or
Yes or
no?
I
no?
don't
Yes or
even know
no?
what that is. Oh my God.
You would make a good politician. You need to run for president.
Right. I don't know.
Maria.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yes, I had a one night stand. I did.
Bird.
Nope.
Yep.
What?
That you need to run for president. You need to run for vice president. Y'all can run on the same ticket.
Yeah.
Gregory.
I was the
Listen to
one that
Bobby
said I
Gold.
had
He's
a
trying
one.
to answer the
I
question.
was the one that
So who
told you about
started
wild
that?
time.
Oh, okay. So Gregory's had a
Me.
wild night, and we'll go back to Rachel, who presented the question: have you had a one night stand?
I have not, sir. I have not. I think I'm missing out. Apparently, I'm missing out.
Yes.
I have not. I have not went out. Like I've not honest on everything I love. I have not ever like went out, met folks while I was out and said, "Oh yeah, he's the one," and went home.
Can
And just
we
said,
can
"Hey,"
we
and never
ask
talked to him.
Rachel what is a one night stand?
Well, I told you. Remember, I said not like a hookup, but like a one night stand where I went out. We was all out chilling, and I said, "Oh, he looked good." He said, "I look good." Whoop whoop. I went home, hit it, never seen him again.
That
Oh
is the
Like
same
no.
I've
thing.
That's
never done.
basically what
That
happened
is
with
the
me,
hookup
but she
Okay,
stayed
culture.
a
I
little longer
Like
stand.
than
that's
one
what I
night
mean.
swing.
That is
That's
the hookup culture. That is
that's
the
I
what I
stand
said.
Exactly.
strong on.
That's what
I
I
do
said.
not know what that means.
Now let
Yeah.
me be clear with
Yeah.
y'all. I keep bringing this back to you.
I
The
said
hookup
what?
culture, if you happen to end up with somebody that, as some people say, which I don't believe, these skyrockets and fireworks and all that mess. This is not the Brady Bunch and all that other nonsense. If this is not about if this person brings you to orgasm, this is something you want to get out your system. You want it. He's what you want to do. She's what you want to do. Let's do it. And in the morning,
Right. And you
I don't
know what?
I don't want no
Somebody
harsh
got used.
feelings.
Somebody got used. Because even if you had a one night stand, that person probably didn't think that it was gonna end there. They probably thought maybe you was gonna call them, you was gonna see them again. But
Right.
in a one night stand situation, someone's getting
And
used.
you know why that problem is? That someone is feel like they're being used because they're playing checkers, not chess. They're playing a whole different game. Because
No, they
the
went
rules.
into it with a whole different meaning.
That's
They
right.
went out
Because
to meet somebody,
the rules are
somebody
there.
nice.
Yeah, you went out to meet somebody, but the person that you met only wanted to deal with you for that moment, chance encounter, and that's it. But again, let's be clear about this, because we all grown. You can set out like y'all said. Hookup culture. You can go out with somebody. Your friends might set it up. They're like, hey, Robin, Bird, Timmy, Gregory, we're all going out to the bar tonight. There's gonna be a lot of girls there. They don't have no problem with dropping their drawers. They want the same thing you want. They want a one night experience, and that's it. And then if we feel like we want to get together with these same bunch of girls next week, then we can. But why would we
I
get?
swear y'all are telling my story without me
I
telling
think you better be careful because you
I
don't
went
know
out with
who's
my
listening to
boy.
this thing. So again,
They like,
that's
yo, dog, we all about to get drunk and high. We gonna do these
exactly.
girls
But see,
together.
don't get it
I done ended
twisted.
up leaving with one of the girls
You
and she
can't
didn't want
get
to leave.
mad if the next time you see Shaquaniqua and she's sitting in the lap of Ray Ray. Because she didn't come,
That
she didn't,
story ain't about no shopping.
she didn't come there with
Shawiniqua.
the intentions of settling down with you. She's readily available for whoever she wants to sleep with. So if you got your feelings involved because you bought her a drink and she gave you a look at the pretty pink, that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? So you upset.
The pretty brown, don't forget.
Now I told you y'all are sleeping with some whores.
Yeah.
All this
Danger,
brown
danger,
stuff.
danger.
I mean, y'all some booty bandits.
No, it's, I don't
Y'all
know.
had
It's
the
going
song
on with this
Doodoo Brown.
generation.
I mean,
Well,
y'all
I
need to
guess
be
I sit in that
y'all need to be
terminology.
careful. And
I'm a booty bandit because I love me having sex.
oh,
Dave, you heard
oh,
it,
Pat
man.
is about
I have
that
my
life,
phone on me.
Pat.
You
Calm
all
heard
down
right.
what he
now.
did.
So
There's
now
still a man.
Okay, Pat.
now we got to be clear about something.
Pat is about it.
Uh, uh,
Brown
Yeah,
eye.
yeah.
Brown eye
Hold
bandit.
on,
That's
y'all.
why
My
my ass
mom.
keep condoms up in my house.
uh, uh,
And
uh,
if somebody want to come over and hook up anytime, I got my shit prepared.
oh,
You
Oh,
are
Okay,
crazy.
Bob, you heard
Oh
that?
shit.
okay.
Bob.
Just so
tell her,
y'all know,
So
Patsy.
all right, let's talk
That's
about
right.
I'm
He
going.
let's
had to
talk
go on
about the
some
My
pros.
paperwork
mom.
stuff to
My
have a
mom is in the
baby.
call. My mom's in the call now too, y'all.
Whose mom's on the call?
Rachel. Her name's
Rachel.
Marie too, so I told her to put a C on there.
All right, so
Her name.
your mom's she gonna be a part of the discussion.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And you okay with her being candid?
Yeah, that's my man's.
All right,
Yes.
You might not want to hear some things
all
about
right.
mom. Be careful.
Nah, we be talking. I
So
know
does
the
Rachel
truth.
That'd be a
moms
game changer.
does Rachel's moms have a name?
Marie, mommy,
All right, so
unmute
Mama
yourself.
Marie.
Hello?
Should we just refer to you as Marie? Because we got two
Can you hear
Maries
me?
on the panel.
Yeah, that's why I told her to put a C there on her name.
All
Yeah.
right, we gonna call her Mama Marie. So
All right.
Mama Marie, I'm gonna present the same question. Are you aware of what the hookup culture is? What does it mean?
Explain it to me.
No,
So
you have.
go
Oh,
ahead,
go ahead.
Rachel. I'll let you
I was
have the
gonna
question.
say you give your explanation of what it means to you, like the hookup culture.
Hooking
Hookup
up is,
culture.
is what it means. Hooking up. There's nothing serious. There's nothing tying you down. It's just hooking up. You're meeting somebody for whatever goes down and you leave.
Mhm.
She's right
No,
there.
nothing tying you down. No commitment.
Okay, so your daughter just presented the question to the rest of the panel. Have you ever had a one night stand?
Me? No.
Are you open to a one night stand?
No.
Okay. Are you in a relationship?
If you want to call it that.
So I got a nice shirt for you. It's called Man Up. Greg, Robin, where can she find this shirt?
You can find that shirt and others at emporiumplush.org, where you will find the latest fashions. And Envy Forever, Still a Man, S.A.M, Adopt a Paris Ladies First, SOS Support Our Sisters, and Adopt a Paris.
This has been a public announcement. Now we'll get back to the subject at hand. I don't know who this man is, but you've just been warned. Something like that means that your days are numbered. You could be subject to replacement. Just telling you, warning. Better pay attention. But back to Mama Marie. So all right, so the hookup culture, one night stand, and stuff like this. You said you haven't been a part of the hookup culture and you're not interested in it, right?
No. Right.
So how do you feel about people that, so what do you, let's go to the next question and we'll start with you. What do you think some of the, let's say the evils, the pros and cons, let's say the cons of the hookup culture, what are some risks involved? Some risks are involved.
You're asking me this, or is this for everybody? Me?
Oh, we're gonna start with you, and the rest of the panel are gonna answer too.
God, there's a lot of risk involved. You got bodily risk, catching something, because let's face it, if it's a one night stand, you're gonna get caught up in the heat of the moment. Some people just don't know what you got and what they got. You get to the point of, do they really have somebody on the side? Now you might get caught up with getting yourself harmed or hurt because now somebody else is coming to the picture after the fact and they want to fight you, or vice versa. People catch feelings. You might get a stalker because you gave it to them too good. You get soul ties involved.
STDs.
Or somebody that doesn't want to leave.
Exactly. You're going to get a stalker.
Okay.
That's because you the booty bandit. They don't want to leave.
Booty hole brown.
Oh, them doodle browns.
You gave them the Cincinnati bow tie, and now they want to stay.
Okay, so we gotta be clear about this when we drop new terminology.
Say that again.
What is this Cincinnati bow tie? I mean, Tanya, you're from Cincinnati, but
hey, that's new to me. I don't know about
I want to
Sounds like a pretzel to me.
No.
No.
It's just something that I heard before, and I stuck to it.
It's from the movie.
It's from a movie. You never saw 40-Year-Old Virgin when he said Cincinnati bow tie, butthole pushers.
The trombone.
Yes.
What does it involve?
He was like, go fuck a goat. It was like
it's from a movie.
Yeah, the 40-year-old version.
So y'all don't know what a Cincinnati bow tie consists of?
Nope, I'm about to Google it.
All right.
Yeah, Google it, Rachel.
What about a blumpkin?
While you're
what the heck is a blumpkin?
I bet you it has a pretzel to do.
Look up a blumpkin. It'll blow your mind.
All right, so we're gonna go while Rachel's looking that up. We're gonna go to Robin. What do you think some of the risks are with one night stands? What's the hookup culture?
You talking about me?
Yeah, we're talking about you.
Let's see, a risk of catching STDs, a risk of getting your heart broke, a risk of running into a wild ex-boyfriend, that might, want to be stalking his chick while y'all hooking up for the first time. He's outside waiting for her to come out to blow her brains out or kick your door in or her door. There's a lot of dangerous you're taking chances, but that sometimes make the sex more intense.
Hell no, not for me. No.
Okay.
No, that's where I draw the line. No.
This is ridiculous.
Some people get a rush out of that.
Yeah,
That's some dangerous.
Some people get a rush.
Need that
my blood ain't rushing to the right
dangerous
region when guns are involved. What does it say, Rachel?
Okay, so there's two of them. One says this sexual gesture involves the male subject to be titty fucking the female subject backwards. The female's view now reveals the male's rear and
I knew it. I knew it.
Cincinnati bow tie.
Or Dirty Sanchez, they said on the movie too. The Dirty Sanchez.
It reveals the male's rear end and right below it his scrotum in the shape of a bow tie. Right where a bow tie would normally sit on her neck.
Like a tea bag.
And then wait, the other definition says where'd it go? Oh, it's like a half definition. When a male inserts his erected penis in the mouth of an invalid while using the person's ears as a form of power steering.
You know what? And
he said vroom vroom.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know about that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Gregory, what is the risk of yeah, y'all done made me use my words. What is the risk of hookup culture? What are some risks involved?
Everything that y'all said earlier, STDs and all that stuff, feelings involved, the crazy person trying to kill you, and then the person that doesn't want to leave after you didn't put it down, or you got that wet, whatever which way it goes. People don't be wanting to leave sometimes.
Well, ain't no.
We know people in the closet. We know.
Okay, Josie, since you want to jump in, what is some risk involved in the hookup culture?
I mean, definitely STDs. I don't want none of that. Please and thank you. And all of the other stuff like catching feelings. What's that movie called? Basic Instinct. I don't know. Is that what it's called? Or
Basic Instinct.
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction. Basic Instinct.
That's what it is. Fatal Attraction. Please. I don't want none of that. And thank you.
Okay, well, that's Maria. What are some risks involved with hookup culture?
What they said, catching STDs, catching feelings, going to jail. Yeah, a whole lot of that crazy
What you
stuff.
say, Reed?
Talking about unwanted pregnancy.
Let's rewind it. Going to where?
Going to jail.
Oh my goodness.
Because people get crazy and stuff, and then you gotta call the police.
And you do things that you don't have to do.
Tanya, what's some risk involved?
Everything that everybody else done said.
And Patsy, or should I call you dominatrix? Patsy.
Yes, you probably do got a little dom room over there.
She got the dungeon. She got the dungeon, y'all.
Tell them, Patsy, they
You might
told
have
you
somebody
vroom,
in
vroom.
that shit right now.
But that's right. My behind got some condoms up in my house.
You the only one. Let me tell you something right now. Let me give you a cha-ching. Because you the only one that I've been hearing during this whole thing. You are screaming condom. But I hear other people talking about pregnancy, disease, and stuff. The only disease you should be at risk of having when you're doing the hookup culture is crabs. Because
You're so wrong. You're so wrong.
crabs,
Nah, that's not true.
crabs
Yeah,
and
that's
Herpes
not
Barbie
in your
true.
hurt.
mouth.
You're so wrong. They
Crabs and
kill
Gonorrhea
them.
in
herpes.
your
You're
mouth.
so wrong. Because if
Herpes.
it
You get
gives
Crabs
you
and
skin.
nerve
herpes.
infection,
You
all of
get
that stuff.
skin to
Gonorrhea,
skin
Yes,
diseases.
you're so
You
wrong.
HPV.
know, and when you kiss a woman or a
We said
man, you get
herpes,
that
Bobby.
mouth
We're
disease
not
too.
talking about your malfunctions.
Let's
We're
break
talking
it
about
down
normal
for
people.
those who want to be safe.
Mono, Uncle Rob.
You know
And not
what?
only
You
that,
gotta
Bumbo.
you get
risk.
you
You
get you get
also
herpes
Bobby
and all that too.
always makes
you
me not
gotta risk.
want to be
I don't think
interacting
that
with
some of
no
y'all.
You gotta
other
risk bed
female.
bugs. You gotta
Right,
risk
all of
bed
that.
That's the
bugs
new
and
All of
thought.
shit.
that.
Rachel, say that again.
Yep,
Bed
you gotta
bugs.
risk bed bugs and shit like that
That hit
because
home, huh, Uncle D?
roaches is some weird ass shit
Wait.
jumping off
Y'all
people.
are dealing with some dirty mother effing boys.
Nah,
Preach,
because
girl, preach,
listen,
preach,
Y'all are dealing with
preach,
some
listen,
dirty mother effing.
You know
listen,
what? If you
preach.
bring your roaches over my house, the only
listen.
thing
Oh, rusty
Coming over
trombone.
here with
that
your four
Exactly.
baggage, your
is the
luggage
one
with
that
your
are
roaches.
blind, that just smoking.
All right,
You
so
gotta risk the kids coming in. That's not yours.
see,
You can risk pregnancy for sure, but a
but I
condom
think,
doesn't stop you from
Now,
catching an STD.
but again, I think y'all think about this all the wrong
oh, I
way.
got one. Hold on, I got one. You gotta risk being recorded too.
Mm.
Cause
Mm.
what if you're super
Yeah,
Yes.
duper
let's
drunk?
get it.
That
If
is
you're
a
super
true
duper drunk,
story.
you
I
could
have
be
a
Fucking
true
drunk
creeps.
story.
and
That's true.
you could be
That's
drunk. You
true.
can have a person who's a creep, Jeffrey Dahmer. You got to risk being caught by a serial killer.
Mm.
You know, somebody recording you when you don't know because it's a setup they already got, or they snuck you because you were so drunk and you know what I'm saying. You too, you know, who knows what it is, but it could be that. You know, it's a risk. It's a risk.
I got one what y'all ain't said. You got to risk of that baby boy syndrome when you wake up and there's some huge naked man sitting in your kitchen making you breakfast. And she done and she didn't plan on having breakfast, but he snuck out early and went and got breakfast. Now he's standing there butt naked. Or better
You
yet,
want some
Bobby, what
eggs,
you
baby
Drinking
boy?
all the orange juice.
exactly?
Or better yet, or you gotta risk the husband or the wife coming home with breakfast because they work
See,
the overnight.
Nuh-uh. You
see,
gotta risk.
y'all trying
You
to get
gotta risk
killed.
They
waking
work the
up to
overnight.
a woman that has a Tilly Willy
Y'all trying
that
to
you
get
didn't see
killed.
the night
Oh,
before.
Y'all
You
trying to
might
get
wake up to a transvestite.
oh
And you got a
yeah.
little
Yeah.
lube
Mm-mm.
still in your
He
butt
didn't even
because she
get
done
enough
ran
for
up a
that.
yard.
Exactly.
That's a big risk
He didn't even
nowadays.
Exactly.
get
Because
enough for that.
that's why
See,
my
that
ass
goes
ain't
right
getting
back
no
Now
to
you're
damn
going to
all the
jail.
haircut.
stuff y'all just said. That goes with going to jail.
Yes.
Right.
Going to
Please let me
jail.
know. Please let me know.
So again, let me be
Hey,
clear
I know
about this. So
some
you
get doing
saying
getting a
that
haircut.
you thought you was going home with a woman, and when you got there, it was a whoa man.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I told you earlier about you gotta watch what you're doing when you're hooking up and who you're hooking up with.
But I don't. But see, I think
As
that's.
guys, we be having some drunk nights and you don't know what the fuck
I'm
done
not.
happened.
I'm not that drunk.
If you that drunk and you hook
I'm
up with a
not talking
tranny,
about
that's
I
on
just
you.
in
seen a
that
video.
category. I'm talking about you might have slept with a fat, ugly bitch.
Yeah.
But
I don't
why does
know
that?
about that.
But see, but if you're staying true to the hookup culture, why does that bother you?
Because you shouldn't
You're
be
not
there.
interested. You're not interested in
Looks.
in her looks.
Now I don't know what you're talking about. Not, like I just said, you gotta
Well,
watch
see.
for who you hooking up with because it
But
might
that's what
lead
I'm
to
telling you.
something
The hookup
potentially
culture
after that.
ain't. You
Well,
ain't
I'm
trying
gonna
to make a
say
love
this.
connection.
If you
Well, but
ejaculated,
you
it
still gotta
wasn't
have.
that bad or whatever. Because if her attraction was the reason why you went and had sex with
Yeah.
her, you still ejaculated. So
I
her
don't
fat and ugliness
exactly. I
Yeah,
don't. I don't.
attraction does matter, I think.
Like I'm saying, I don't know what type of women and what type of dudes y'all dealing with, but personally speaking, I'm not getting hard if I'm not turned on.
Right.
If you don't, I can't do that. You might want the next person. What you call it, Maria? Next option?
Right?
Because I'm not for you. You might want to keep traveling down the bar or whatever.
Yeah,
Well, let
off
me
the
tell
roster.
this to the guys.
Mhm.
If y'all gonna hook up, y'all better be carrying some condoms and strap that shit up.
I agree, and this has
Yeah,
been another
No,
public
y'all
announcement.
better be checking if there's a Tilly Willy hanging below, is what you better be checking. Because nowadays they
Yeah,
starting to look all the same.
They looking better than some of these other regular women.
And
Again,
all the
like I'm telling you,
BBLs.
But that's not even just that though. She could have got the full operation and now have
nah,
the vagina.
True.
I'm about
So
to tell you
true.
something right now.
So is
They
it
don't let the
wrong
people
for
out the
men?
crazy house, and that would live in
Is it
Wonderland.
wrong for men or women to present their papers, their health papers, stating I don't have any diseases, I
Nope,
am
I
who
do
I
that.
say I
No,
am?
because if someone's asking you for that, you should be able to present it. And if
That's
you
right.
can't, then you
And if
shouldn't
you
mess with
can't,
them.
you shouldn't deal with them.
Yeah.
So you're saying this should be some
I
prerequisite
think it should be because if I can present you
I
my
agree.
papers
I
and
agree.
I'm healthy, I'm not trying to take a chance with you and I wake up tomorrow and I got every fucking thing you got in your
so
body
that
and
goes
me.
back to
Right.
the
Okay, did
whole
you hear what
And
I
you
said
ain't
about
part of
this
the
strap
that
and
ain't
shit
part of the
up?
hookup. That ain't part of the hookup nature
wait,
then.
say it
If I'm
again,
gonna
You
hook up
Lee.
with
heard
I'm
him
you
about to say
already.
that's
anyway,
a soul exchange.
That's right.
me,
That's a
me, let me tell you
dating
something.
situation.
Me hooking up with somebody might be a boring night. You know why? I don't trust you. I don't trust
And
you.
that's why you're not gonna be a car kid. You're gonna
I
get
don't care because
you
I
gonna
don't need to
get
hook up. I need to
you gonna
steady
get
your mind. I need to steady your mind, your behavior. I need to study everything about you, and then I might try to stress.
Hmm.
and you know
Yeah.
what and you know what, that's all fine and dandy. So you should stick to the dating part because the hookup culture is not for you because you're gonna get
Hello.
your feelings hurt.
And when it comes
Oh,
to
they're
that,
gonna get theirs hurt.
no matter how much you wrap up in reality, well, at least I know in the reality of my little age bracket, I can say when it comes to wrapping up, yeah, you wrap up, but are you gonna sit here and tell me that you are sucking dick with a condom on?
No, they're
Amen.
not.
Hello.
See,
You're
that's the other
kissing,
thing.
and if you're a person who's intimate and you like to kiss and shit, because that's a no for me, unless I'm really intimate. But if you like that, that's even worse. That's even worse because
Now,
that
Dave, what you
hookup.
gotta say? What you gotta say to Rachel? She just said pretty much what I tell you guys all the
No,
time.
But she
because
didn't tell you she's
you
not
shouldn't be.
kissing. She
You
didn't
But
say
shouldn't
she's
she's
be.
saying
not
she got
kissing.
to be really
Yeah, but
intimate to
she
be
didn't
kissing.
say.
Yeah.
You don't
But
just go
she did
kissing
not
Yeah,
say.
everybody.
kissing is not something that like I can say for
Yeah.
you since I
And
was a
you
child,
shouldn't
since
be
it
kissing if
started.
you're just hooking up anyways, because
No,
kissing
but
is
some do.
intimate.
But there's some, like I'm telling you, there's really some people who you got men who can't even get it up if they're not kissing and shit. You
That's
got
right.
girls who want to be intimate and lick all on your nipples and shit. You
That's
catch all
right.
type of shit. There's some people who really kind of need that, who
That's
look for
right.
that in a hookup. They look for that in a hookup because the thrill, when it's a thrill, you if you in that type of mood, you giving it real strong, It die out later if you realize it's a fuck nigga, but in the moment you might give them what they want, so they go for that. They look for the intimate and kissing and sucking, and that kind of defeats the condom to
That's
me.
called foreplay.
Right. I mean, I know, but there's like I said, I don't call it full play for them type of folks because they don't not supposed to get that.
Unfortunately, when it comes to the hookup culture, they ain't come to play. They ain't for
Right.
you just better get it up and get it out. That's all to it. And again, for all you people that require 5 hours before you climax, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
The people that need long stroking and you need somebody to blow in your ear and talk to you and tell you the best that they ever had, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. You better go into this thinking about this is somebody that I always want to sleep with and get it up and get it over with, because chances are she might get hers and tell you, okay, I had enough. And you just getting started and she's ready to go. Now, again, your feelings are hurt. And most you women are probably saying, yeah, that rarely happens. You just saying ran into the right person. It happens. And the worst case scenario for the guys, I'll go back to what we said, does it benefit the women or does it benefit the guys? Again, it depends on the guy, it depends on the woman. Because if all I'm there for is to climax, then guess what? You're not really, if you're that, let's just be clear about this, guys. This hookup culture is not for the selfless, it's for the selfish. Because selfish people don't care if you got yours. I got mine. See you next time. Well, maybe not. Again, like I said, I can tell Bert I got somebody for you. She gonna what's she gonna do for me? Can she help me pay my rent? Now she ain't here for that. She's here to pump your pipes. He can say, nah, I'm looking for somebody that I can settle down with. And then I can tell Robbie, I ain't gonna tell Robbie because he ain't even for that. I can tell Timmy, and he might be open for that. I can tell Gregory, and you know he might be wanting to bring other people in on it. So again, it depends on what you are down for and what that girl is down for. I can give somebody a reference. I can tell them. Patsy says she got that shit. You just come ready. So, but again, you got to be open to what that person's offering. Now,
Cincinnati bow tie.
now I don't that sounds like to me teabagging, but I don't know.
That's basically what it is,
That's
really.
exactly what it sounds like, teabagging. But again, it's your preference. Now, let me ask you guys this question. So we'll go back to the dating part now, since we are all clear about the foreclosure. Excuse me, I said foreclosure. The hookup culture. Let's go back to dating. Now, this is a good question because everybody's grown. Now, does the man or woman have to come pre-equipped what to satisfy you in the bedroom? Do they need to know upon meeting you what you like and dislike in the bedroom? Let's go to Patsy first.
Get him, Pat.
So that goes with the conversation, regardless of it's just a hookup or you gonna at least have a halfway decent relationship. You gotta communicate what y'all want.
Okay.
You know, to satisfy each other.
So conversations, tell me what you like.
Tell me what you like, and I'm gonna let you have what I want.
Bobby, I'm gonna let you take that next. Does the woman need to come pre? Does she need to know what you like before you be intimate with her? Does she need to come pre-equipped? Does she need to know this already?
Does she need to know what I like before we hook up?
Yes.
No, because pretty much in the bedroom, I'm a teacher. I like to direct traffic. I ain't the lazy one. So I'm coming in there. I know what I like. I know what's going to get me off, and I know how to get a lady off. So I'm pretty confident what I'm doing.
So, attention, all you single ladies. If you're looking for someone to teach you in the bedroom, Robert has said he's readily available. His phone number is 857.
Hey!
Write it down. Write it down, Patsy.
All right, Bird. Does the woman have to come pre-equipped when dating her with your likes in the bedroom?
Well, I think if you're dating on a dating situation, you're probably most likely going to have those type of conversations before anything initially happens. On a hookup, you kind of rely on your own experience and your own skill to assume that that's what this person likes, but you won't really know. And both parties are kind of just going on their own experience with their sexual skill to please in a hookup situation. But yes, I do believe in a dating situation, you kind of will end up leading up to that conversation about sex and what you're into and what you're not. So I think dating, yes, hookup, no.
All right, so you guys are being honest. I like this. I like this. Timmy, does the woman have to come pre-equipped with what you like when you're dating her, getting to know her?
Yeah, somewhat. But I'm a great teacher, so I could teach. So,
Okay, so you believe in that teach them how to treat you. All right, that's fair. Mama Marie, what about you? You in the teaching mood, or they better come all ready to share?
I mean, if you're having sex, you got to already have some idea of the fundamentals, the basic ground of it. You know, penis goes inside vagina. But if you're dating, like my man said previously, he said you're gonna have that conversation anyhow when you're dating, and then when you mature into the relationship, you start showing each other what you like and don't like. And sometimes you might introduce something that the other person didn't even know about. They gotta have an open mind to hear what you're saying. It's your body. You may think a man likes it this way, but every man's different. You know, he might want his Johnsons to be squeezed tighter, the other one might want it looser. You don't know. So it's all about
You might want a finger
experimenting
in his
together.
butt.
He might. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something. He might.
it's
He
a
might
new
want
game
his.
out
He
here.
might want his.
He's a homosexual.
He might want his shaft to be touched, right? He might. He knows his orgasm spots back there. He might want the finger up there. He might want
Oh
the tilly
no.
That's
willy up
gonna
there.
drive
You
him.
don't
That's
know.
gonna excite
He
him.
might want his booty ate out. He want more than salad toss.
You
Never
don't
know.
know. You don't know because at the end of the day, for me at least, I can't speak for no one else on the phone. It's all about pleasure, sexual pleasure. So whatever you want to do to your body that causes you to have pleasure, that's your business. So if you are a
Mm-hmm.
man, taking away the whole homosexual thing, strictly about pleasure. Society has put it too much on if a man wants it in his bunghole for some reason, he's gay. No, he just knows where his G spot is and he wants it tapped. Now, if he don't want to go in there, he can get it from the outside, go straight to the shaft. What I call the shaft. But it all depends. Society has put sexuality in a box when it comes to men
Could
and
could
women.
could I actually say you're
I
saying
disagree.
shaft?
That's
Are you
Yeah,
saying
celibate.
shaft? You're talking about the piece between the nutsack and the buttocks, or what you
yes,
That's
talking
the
about?
gooch.
The
that smooth spot. Yep.
penis.
That's the
Yep. No, the
gooch.
one between your testicles and
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
butthole
yeah.
pleasure.
All
Yeah.
right,
The
I can
taint.
That
understand
little
that. That's
shaft right
that's
there.
like a sensitive spot. But
I
Yeah, cause
uh,
that's where the prostate is. It's on the outside.
yeah,
You're touching the
I'll
prostate from
make
the
this
outside.
very quick,
I
very
didn't
quick.
What
know
That's
we
was
had
why I
that?
all these
told y'all earlier.
gynecologists on our panel.
Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss? I had to
That's
get
why I
out.
told you guys
We
earlier.
talking about the
Chick
gooch.
started talking some strange
Oh,
things to
The
me.
gooch.
After she touched
okay.
that area, she asked me to use my toothbrush. In my damn
Mm,
lifetime, I ain't never heard no shit like that.
nah,
Huh?
that's a little bit too much.
What
I don't know what's
happened?
Yeah.
going on there.
Say that again.
Wait. I want to be clear about this.
Bob, she
Did
don't
she
need your
want to brush
toothbrush.
I
her
She's
said
teeth
kissing
or
that's
did she
after.
want
sonically
to use?
homosexual.
No, wait. I want to be clear about
Rob
this. Did
kissing
Yeah.
she
after
want to
this
brush her
gooch.
teeth or did she want to use your toothbrush on you?
No, I said where she was sucking and licking and got licky out of control and started licking all between my nutsacks down in the crack of my ass. She
And
got
then
up
kissed
after
you.
sexual pleasures and said, "You don't mind if I use your toothbrush, do you?" I said, "Oh no, you get green
Oh,
bumps and shit.
hell no.
You get green bumps from
What?
using other
No.
people's
She
That's
toothbrush."
said, "Well, I didn't eat your ass, didn't I?"
First of
Listen, with or
all,
without the licking, that is still a fucking problem. I don't there's
right.
nah.
You shouldn't even want to use your toothbrush
No, you
right
shouldn't.
before sex because you're causing
I would have
abrasions in your
said,
mouth.
yeah, throw that shit away. Throw that shit
After
away when
that.
you're done. No
I mean, I
problem.
appreciate that she was trying to keep the hygiene because it's obviously not her house and she knows she just went to town all up in your shit. So she was like, nigga, I'm using this shit.
You
But
better use her finger.
nah, but
Nah,
Go old school.
that's not it. I would have
Pound
asked if there
town.
was mouthwash or something. Nah.
Bob about that life,
think,
Bob.
I think,
Yeah, put the toothpaste on your finger and go old school. You don't have to use somebody's
nah.
toothbrush.
He can sit up here and try to convince y'all. She whispered in his ear, tap out, pass out. That's all that
Kissed him in
was.
his mouth right
That's
after.
it.
Yeah, listen, she didn't do none.
Tap out or
I mean
pass out.
that part. Listen, no comment. Cause listen, if you in the freaky zone, you in the freaky zone. You heard? So
So
listen.
let me go back to Rachel. So the same question: does the man have to come pre-equipped with knowing what you like upon dating him? While dating him.
Okay. So listen. How do I say this? When it comes to sex, it's a sport for me, right? When I come into it, it is a challenge. You can tell me till you're blue in the face what you like, but for all I know, you might like things that I can't do, let's just say, right? You can tell me what you like all you want, but until I dive in and I learn what it is that I can do, because the goal for me is to not do what you like, but to do things you didn't know you like. So the
That's
best
my
way to
daughter.
do
That's
that,
my daughter.
you know, so the best way to do that, right, is to go in open-minded. The beginning it's fun to do the you don't know, da-da-dum, double jointed, flexible, no tonsils, bop bop, right? You jack them all in the beginning. It's fun. When you can keep up with that, you just go in with that mindset of what you can do instead of what they can do. You're hoping that it's worth it, but you go in thinking, I'm about to tear this nigga down. I'm finna, he don't even know. And if it's somebody you're dealing with, like that you're continuously dealing with, especially I can say as a girl, for me, what I've recently learned, because it took years. And recently I've just learned this. Like when you really, really, really like a man, like you sucking dick on commands. You are learning every bit of what this motherfucker likes. Like I said, what you didn't know he liked, what he didn't know you like. Everybody's just, it's a big intertwine. So for me, I don't need you to come equipped, because you're coming equipped with things you learned that other people like. And I may not like you licking my shit off fast. I might be a slow licker. I might not like you putting a finger in it, or I might like you putting a finger in it, but you might have dealt with somebody who didn't, and now you're not coming in open-minded, and you're taking, away from what I like. So I would like it for it to be a open-minded thing where it's like, you know what, I'm diving in. I'm confident in what I know I could do, which is stroke game, head game, whatever it is a man think he could do coming in, come in with the confidence, because I know that I'm about to come in and fuck you up. And then once I fuck you up, that's when I get in your head, and now you want more, and now I want more. And if I like you, I'm learning you. And now I'm just fucking you up. So every single time I go in, from what I'm told, it's different every time. And that's just because I'm not going in like, yeah, he just got to bust this nut right now. Or like, I'm going in and I'm making love to the shit with my face, so I know what he likes. I take my time.
So let me
Yeah,
wait,
that was very, very, very detailed.
wait. This has been a fun
I'm
conversation.
going to school for a sec. Oh, my bad.
We have posted the 9 o'clock hour, and I want to get this last question in. But let me say this, Rachel, you're such a effing lady. So, and Robbie, she, where can she purchase that T-shirt at?
Let me know.
I'm here right now. I had to mute my phone, but you can find the latest fashions, that T-shirt and many others at EmporiumPlus.org, where you will find all fashions from these brands: Envy Forever, S.A.M, Still a Man, SOS Support Our Sisters, Adopt or Perish, and Adopt or Perish Ladies First.
Also, the other thing I noticed about Rachel is she is a card carrying member of that I Am Woman Hear Me Roar. Robert, where can she purchase that T-shirt at? All right.
Also, again, at EmporiumPlus.org. I'll say it again, EmporiumPlus.org is the one-stop shop where you can find the latest fashions. S.A.M, Envy Forever, Still a Man, Adopt or Perish, SOS Support Our Sisters, and Adopt or Perish Ladies First.
Okay, so let's stay with Rachel, and this is the last question of the night. So, Rachel, would you rather date somebody, or would you rather be a card carrying member of the hookup culture?
Oh, I'd rather date. It's more interesting for me. I can learn people.
Okay, Mama Marie, same question. Would you rather to date somebody, or would you rather be a card carrying member of the hookup culture?
I'd rather date.
Rather date. Patsy, same question.
At the moment, I want to just be hooking up.
Oh, wow, y'all ain't ready.
Cincinnati pretzel.
Y'all ain't ready.
I am hooking up right now. No relationship.
Tanya, you can't hook up, so your answer is clear. Dating. You married.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
I didn't get to answer the last question.
Okay,
so
that's fair.
let me answer the last question. I'm more of a teacher and a learner, like the other two ladies said, keep your mind open.
Teacher and a student.
Yes, thank you. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, so just so y'all know, she is a player's coach. She's on the court and off the court. She's giving advice. That's good to know. Pledge allegiance. Josie, I'm scared. Card carrying member of the hookup culture, or would you like to date? And since you didn't get to answer that last question, are you a teacher or a student?
Good Lord. I just want to learn always. I heard everybody's voice tonight, and I just want to continue to learn, and I just want to date.
Okay, dating, and she wants to be a student. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what you like. Maria, Same question.
So, I just want to date. The other question is, I don't want to make a man feel less than a man. So I don't want to just come off it saying you need to do this and you need to do that. So I need to see what you got. And like everybody said, after we're dating, then those conversation comes. But if it's just a hookup, that might be your last time of a hookup.
If he make you smile, can you use your toothbrush in the morning?
No. Hell no. Hell to the no, no,
That's
no.
crazy.
Gregory, same question.
He sounds
You
like a
want to date or
psychopath.
do you want to hook? Do you want to be a part of hookup culture? And are you a student or are you a teacher?
I would like to think at the beginning when you first start dating, I would rather date anyways because of this point that I'm about to say. I would rather learn about you. So I want to stimulate your mind before I end up stimulating the, you know what I mean?
I got you. You want to stimulate their mind before you stimulate their clitoris. Is that correct? I'm
I
losing.
believe that's affirmative.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Just
Yeah,
want to make
food
sure.
always stimulates
Yes,
somebody's
Timmy,
mind.
I was coming to you next. Timmy, are you a student or a teacher, and would you rather date or would you want to be a card-carrying member of the hookup culture?
Uh, at this point, yeah, dating is cool, but hookups is also great too. You know, because you have no damn attachment. So I go with all the above.
All right. So you just for everything. Bert, what's up? Same question. Are you a student or are you a teacher? And would you like to continue dating or are you a card carrying member of the hookup culture? Which would you rather to do?
I don't necessarily believe I'm looking to be a card carrier of the hookup nation. I don't know if I'm really into dating right now. I don't know if I'm really into any of that, to be honest. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of headaches that I think I'm just over with.
So you into 5 finger discounts?
I'm totally with it. 2 a day.
Okay. My brother, pump the pipes. Oh my God, I'm afraid to ask this guy.
That just tickled the
What the hell
SYH
is
out of me.
going on with you, mother?
Timmy, you can mute your phone. Robbie, are you a card carrying member? Are you a teacher or student, or would you like to date, or do you want to become a card carrying member of the hookup culture? Don't get silent now.
Who you talking to?
I think
You.
You remember last week you said you're
Here we
only
go.
Robert.
Let me paint the picture. Me, I ain't trying to hook up. I ain't trying to date. I'm trying to see some white sand, barefooted, white suit on, gold dripping,
You
and
trying to
let's
be
say I
lonely.
do.
You trying to be
Oh shit.
You bring the sand to the
You
beach.
trying to get a part in some action
You
film,
on the beach getting
some motion
married
Well,
picture or
you gotta
something.
date
like
before you
Martin.
get married.
Exactly.
You can't just
No,
start
no, I
being
don't even
married
want to
without
get to know you. I'm
dating.
trying to just get married. I want to go
You
on
you gonna
them.
meet Gina on the beach and whatnot?
I
Well,
want to
you
do that.
better
wanna go
Married
go.
at
on
You
this.
first.
better go.
Yeah,
Martin,
he
You
wanna
I
better
go on
go
want
that
to
on
do
film
married at
Married at
married
first
at
First
sight.
Sight.
first
Then
sight.
Yep.
Married at first sight.
Oh man, then you're gonna deal with
oh wow.
That's all right. We got somebody for him
psychopathic.
all my life. When I meet Psycho, I pass it on to my friends or family member.
Oh,
Good.
go
And
Robert.
You ain't
so,
Go
taking no shit up
Robert.
over here.
so you guys,
Cincinnati
are
pretzel.
straight. Y'all don't need minds, right? Everybody's straight. Everybody's cool.
no,
What?
you need to be a part of this podcast,
What?
brother.
I
Baby,
tried.
we wanna hear you too.
Okay, so
Hello.
all right. So mine's is. Let me see. I'm a student all day long. I like to learn. Teach me.
Hallelujah.
I am let me see, dating. Yeah, I like dating because I want to be the romance, the finance, and the maintenance man. I want to be all of the above. So in order to do that, you have to date them. So you have to learn what they are. I mean, who they are, what they like, and it's important to know what they've been through and who they've been with before they get to you. Because trust me when I tell you guys, we are constantly saying sorry for the sorry mofos that graced them before us, or well, did not grace them, but had the pleasure of their grace, I should say. But yes, I would rather date. Y'all can keep that hookup culture. I'm not for that BS. I'm not for all that. 'Cause like I said, yeah, that's dangerous, and I don't need that type of danger. I'm too old for that BS. But yeah, that's where it is. Well, guys, this was a fun conversation. Y'all did it again, and this time we didn't use no video footage. So give yourself a round of applause.
Folks,
Uh-huh.
this show
Take a
has been
bow.
brought
Yes.
to you by Adult White. Make sure you snatch on and clean yourself up very well.
And that being said,
What?
all y'all need
Oh,
Jesus.
white.
All y'all need Jesus.
Please and thank you.
All y'all need Jesus.
This topic was self-explanatory.
I'm a pray for
I
some
don't
of
know,
y'all.
Patsy. You just surprised the shit out of me tonight.
Yes,